When encountering a natural disaster, it is easy to assume people will take an every man for himself attitude. In fact, with the human race being as egocentric as it is, it seems as though this should naturally be the case. However, through research and my own observations, I've noticed a tendency for communities to work together in a time of need instead. The school closings began on Monday, January 28, 2019, and for a while it seemed like they were never going to stop. Over a span of 3 weeks, students only attended classes for 6 days. This was due to frigid temperatures, dangerous road conditions, and lack of power nearly citywide. The schools and most other buildings lost power for at least a day, some upwards of 5. Trees, power lines, and branches were down nearly everywhere you looked. Weeks of snow days might sound exciting for some, but for others it proved to be a major problem. While some parents struggled to find babysitters for their kids on the days off, others struggled to figure out how they would feed their children. Belding has a population of roughly 5,700 people, and 19.2% of those residents live in poverty. In comparison, the nearby city of Rockford has a population of just over 6,000, but a poverty rate of only 11.5%. For many Belding residents, school is the one place parents know their kids are guaranteed 2 hot meals a day. Despite monthly visits from a food truck, pictured here, and various other opportunities for help, many individuals still struggle financially. This storm created even more problems for those in need of help. As soon as residents realized power was not being restored anytime soon, many people with electricity began opening their houses up to one another. Local churches quickly followed suit, offering food, warmth, and companionship. Our rival school even became a Red Cross site for anyone in need. Our city's Facebook page began to explode with people expressing their gratitude for all of the extra measures individuals were taking without even being asked. The community then began rallying together to help all of the consumers' energy employers that were working non-stop to restore power. Many local businesses even began providing free food for the workers. In this instance, people were not solely working in their own self-interest. They were not greedy with their resources. Instead, they went out of their way to help others who needed it, regardless of their personal situation. Between disasters like Hurricane Katrina, Deepwater Horizon, or anything in between, mankind demonstrated their tendency toward working together in a crisis. Whether it's creating a new system to quickly control oil spills or helping clean up the aftermath of one, people tend to be more than willing to provide help wherever it might be needed. There are always going to be disasters in the world. Whether they're completely natural or provoked by man, there's no denying that events will occur that take the world by storm. While the winter storm in Belding was nowhere near as destructive as other events, it demonstrated a concept that is invaluable. It is not the magnitude of the disaster that's important, rather the ability to work together in a time of need. Mankind is not going to be good to each other all the time. There will always be people who are corrupt and self-serving, but among them are those who live life with compassion and respect for others. The world is far from perfect. There's greed and hatred nearly everywhere you look. But even simple acts of kindness can have a profound impact in the big scheme of things. Sure, it can be difficult and uncomfortable sometimes, but that hasn't stopped others before. Maybe the future isn't as imperfect as it seems.